probably heard of the most mysterious song on the internet and how many people from across the internet are trying to find the name and the artist of the song. It's a good song, and I'm happy that in the midst of the chaos going around, there's some unity and a common goal. Now, what if I told you there are many, many more songs which are in a similar situation and don't get as much attention? This is the first part of Mysterious and Lost Music, a mini-series showcasing some mystery music, be it nameless, creditless, or just plain not existing at the moment. Today, we'll be raising awareness to some lesser known unidentified music and showcase some happy success stories of songs that got identified slash found. Be mindful, some of these are very obscure and don't have a lot of info. Some of these are just, well, it exists. Stay until the end of the video, for these songs will be clumped together there. Oh, and before we start, I'm really happy to say that this script got many rewrites because so many songs that were gonna be showcased ended up getting identified. Well, enough banter, let's get started.
So far from you tonight, dancing with
Italo dance. Remember when this genre was so popular and playing the radios all the time? Sorry, I got a little bit of nostalgia. I was just a tiny wee kid listening to this in the 90s and the 2000s. On the 22nd of September 2009, a channel by the name of Dario XYK posted the following video. Italo dance es conosciuta a non Italo dance. Not only did Dario XYK posted the video, but the lyrics can be found in the comments. And yes, I DuckDuckGo'd them and got nothing. 10 years later, in February, a remix of this song by DJ Pedrosa was uploaded and credits someone or some people who go by MCW. However, this turned out to be a false lead when MCW came out saying that Your Eyes wasn't their song. On the 28th of December 2019, a channel named JPDP9777 uploaded a different mix, albeit incomplete, crediting a Gabrielle. Still, this doesn't mean the song could belong to Gabrielle, since there are several Gabrielles, and the Discogs page that confirms this was written by someone who has spread misinformation before. The search has been plagued with trolls, posing as fake artists and claiming the song. To be completely honest, these trolls plague every single mysterious song search, but don't let them get to you. On the 4th of April 2020, Johnson Paul uploaded a video on YouTube, Identify Italo Dance. This seems to be the full version of Your Eyes. On the same day, iGang uploaded a radio broadcast. This confirms Your Eyes played on radios. Right now, finding your way to contact any remnants of these radio stations, Radio Dr. Dance, Camtam Network, and M2O are a possible lead. On the 26th of January 2008, Kate Pevensey posted a video under the title Mystery Song. Can you identify it? The description reads, here is what info I do have. In 2003, the Sci-Fi Channel ran a commercial advertising the movies that were to premiere on that channel in 2004. It played every Sunday night before Steven Spielberg's Taken. It showed a bunch of clips from movies such as, that I can remember, Jurassic Park, Final Fantasy, Mission to Mars, Queen of the Damned, Dragonfly, and various others that I didn't recognize. When the commercial started, it showed a caption that said, Imagination lives at the end of the commercial. It captioned, Animation lives on sci-fi. This song played in that commercial. One night, I had a sense to tape the commercial for the sole reason of the music used. I did manage to get this bootlegged version of the song from the tape. This was before I had a DVD recorder, and yes, I am well aware that it's terrible quality beyond repair. However, about a year afterward, that commercial accidentally got taped over, and I haven't been able to find it since. I've searched all over the internet to find any information about the song, such as what it's called and who the artist is. So far, I have found precious little. I found out that There was a series of commercials similar to these, themed Imagination Lives, that aired on Sci-Fi around that time, but as far as I know, the rest of them had different music. The best I found has said that it was a song Nara by E.S. Posthumous. However, I have that song and it's not it. So some people say it was some sort of director's cut of Nara. But to my ears at least, the two songs sound completely different. And indeed, Posthumous has nothing to do with the song. Okay, this is a crazy one. Get ready. Reddit user Churnyat posted in January 2020 in r/Sydney about an unknown song that was possibly from a local Chatswood band. And I quote, "For some clarity of my discovery, I decided during my weekend free time to take a trip to the Sydney suburb of Newtown in hopes of seeing the sights, getting some lunch, and most importantly, buying some of the VHS tapes for my growing collection. My search through the suburb led me to no tapes for sale for some time. Nonetheless, luck struck me when I entered a thrift store and gazed at the movie section, which contained only DVDs with the exception of one tape. On the first glance, the tape was enclosed in a commercially printed case for the Little Rascals. However, further inspection of the tape revealed that it was a BACF branded blank tape with a written label reading Chatswood Youth Mono. With curiosity at play, I decided to purchase this old tape. Once I got home and played the tape, I discovered to my assumptions that the tape was a 35-minute video capturing the goings-on of the Chatswood Youth Center in August of 1997. For an amateur-level video, I was surprised by the amount of post-production effects the video has. This would strongly suggest that this isn't a master tape. Furthermore, it consists of a variety of songs, one of which being the unknown song of the search. The song in question is played throughout the most of the video, but it's prominently played in both the intro and the outro. While the monostructure of the tape might play a part in the audio's low quality, I have a few assumptions to consider. The band is of Australian origin. Seeing that the video was made by a youth center, the song may have possibly been made by a local indie band consisting of teens or young adults who may have sent this recording to the youth center for PR and awareness efforts, and the song would have been released circa August 1997. However, these are just assumptions, so if you have any structured arguments to prove otherwise, that would be fine with me. End of quote. This entry is not about one song, but various songs. So let's talk a little bit about Boards of Canada because it will make sense later, alright? So Boards of Canada are an electronic music duo who rarely give interviews and live performances and are known for their albums Geogadi, The Campfire Head Phase, and Tomorrow's Harvest. On the 23rd of June 2019, Boards of Canada broadcasted on NTS Radio a 2-hour mixtape called Societas X Tape. Some of the tracks played are unidentified, like track 6, track 12, track 19, also known as Thank You for Not Smoking, track 23, track 35, also known as Soon the Queen Will Come Our Way, track 50, track 51, track 57, and track 58. We'll have to keep in mind though, these can be actual Boards of Canada songs, or not. On the 31st of March 2015, a channel named Osterhasi8 posted this video, 80s Unknown Song, Your Christmas Day / Come On Carol, Need Your Eyes of Love, Help to Identify. The lyrics are hard to make out since the quality isn't that great. The singer seems British to me though. Could that be a very vague lead? We know that it was found on a tape, but other than what I've told you, there isn't a whole lot of information. Reddit user Netino posted in 2014 in various subreddits asking about a song they've been trying to identify for 10 years. It read, I stumbled across this song on a peer-to-peer network about 10 years ago. It was labeled Radiohead, Simple Guy. It does sound somewhat like Radiohead. Unfortunately, I've long since lost the file. I do remember that the song file was cut off about halfway through. I've done every search I can find of and turned out nothing. Reddit, you're my only hope. Can anyone name this song? So basically, this is a case of a mislabeled LimeWire slash Napster slash Soulseek slash wherever music without an actual interpreter. This was extremely common back in the day where new musicians would mislabel their songs so that they could get, people to listen to them. In June of 2020, Reddit user Super Crappy Phone Time posted on r/lostwave. Not sure if this counts as more than garbage per the rules, but looking for a song from the early to mid 2000s. The post reads, I recorded the song to a cassette from a TV around the mid to late 2000s. I wrote Popcorn on the cassette label, but I don't know if this is the band name, song, or album title, or what. There's a possibility that Popcorn has nothing to do with the song, but I can't imagine why else I would have written it at the time. The band looked young, late teens to early 20s. It was a music video that I found randomly while going through the music video section on my cable provider's on-demand service. My provider was Comcast, and I live in the state of Illinois. The video didn't look high budget, but I didn't look like it was shot with someone's camcorder either. So professionally shot but limited budget. I've tried Shazamming it and Googling lyrics. I've included the lyrics below, as well as searching for bands and songs called Popcorn. Excluded things that have been suggested but ruled out. Any song by the bands FYP, Popcan, Noontide, and Rosengarten, Live Today by Dawnstar or Popcorn by Hot Butter. A song from the soundtrack of either the 1991 or 2007 films titled Popcorn. Update. I contacted Music Choice, a channel that plays music videos and was available through Comcast, but they don't have recordings going back that far. Along with this post, there is a Vocaroo and YouTube links to the song. Oh, we got a big one here. The original video featuring this song, dubbed the most mysterious song on the internet, was published by Windows to Sky on the 28th of September 2019, but it has been made private. We think it could be from 1985. The cassette where it was found had the label Demo Listen Today. In August 2020, Reddit user map_ref_41n93w posted an update on Light the Lanterns in r/lostwave. So I reached out to Martha Vineyard's Historical Society a while back to their opinion of Light the Lanterns. They responded this morning. They said, what an interesting story. I agree 100% that it's intended to be an homage to Martha's Vineyard and specifically to Oak Bluffs, Illumination Night and gingerbread houses. It's too close to be a coincidence. Their conclusion was, the voice doesn't leap out and say, oh, that's name. Still, it definitely feels of the era, even if you don't know who wrote it or who recorded it. Maybe a local amateur who performed it at open mic nights, got a good response and decided to make a demo. It could be the work of a local singer, songwriter who read Hoffman's novel and decided to riff on it a bit. On the 21st of July 2012, In My Angelhood posted a video on YouTube with this description. I've originally heard this song in 2002 on an independent radio. The style of the music was British indie rock, distorted guitars, with electric drumming, 4/4 with dance accents. I had even recorded the song on a cassette straight from the radio, but the tape broke, hence my obsession. I've contacted the radio years later, but they've lost their archives for the year. The vocals and overall feeling of the song are somewhat in between Ash and the Radio Depth. Other similar sounding bands can be Elliot, American Emo, M83, Grandaddy, and Last Days of April. The song really sounded like early 2000s with emotional airy crescendo, major chords and stuff. Since then, I've been checking almost everything that was issued in those years without results so far. This upload is an approximation of the rhythm and original vocal melody. Okay, I kinda cheated a little bit since this is not identified and a lost song, but it's still unidentified, so I don't care. Angel Hood also stated that the radio they tuned into was an independent Italian radio called Contatto Radio, which is part of the Radio Popolare network. There's also a website dedicated to finding this song, which has all the ruled out songs and bands. You can check it out here. Angel Hood has also made another recreation attempt, this time with vocals, and I gotta say, those are some really nice vocals, man. So this one's my little special interest because, I can actually understand what they're saying somewhat. The song is labeled on YouTube and Reddit as a Brazilian or Portuguese song, but it's actually neither. It's probably from either Cape Verde, Guinea-Bissau, or São Tomé e Príncipe. It was also found on a tape. The lyrics, for me, being a Tuga, are easy to make out. There's one line I can't seem to understand, though. On the 4th of August, 2020, user Terry posted on What's That Song? Rock 80s. Terry claims to have recorded the song onto a cassette from Radio Trent, a radio station from Nottingham back in the 80s. Unfortunately, that's all we know. There hasn't been any other info about this coming out. On the 29th of May, 2020, John Peel posted on YouTube the following video. John Peel's unknown early 70s rock tune, JP D09. The description read, John Peel playing an unknown early 70s rock tune, broadcast in March 1974 from BBC Radio 1. On the 22nd of September 2012, Ruben Jankowiak, I am terribly sorry, I did not, Jankowiak, I'm terribly sorry, I can't pronounce your name. Well, Ruben posted this song on YouTube. I have no idea who this song is by. I found it on a CD that was laying on the pavement one day back in 2005. All it said was the CDR was, okay, I'm gonna stop now. Well, all it said on the CDR was cinematic music, so I can assume it's from a movie. I have googled the lyrics countless of times, but to no avail. The title is only an assumed one. I have no idea when the CD was created or by whom. Any information would be greatly appreciated. He posted this comment recently. I found out a few days ago that most of 9 out of the 11 tracks on the CD are by a band called the Cinematic Orchestra from the album Every Day. Not this track though. It's the only one I still can't find any information on. In 2018, SoundCloud user PSville posted the following song. His description read, Unidentified alt/gothic song I recorded off an indie radio in June 1996. 90s underground Central European band. Well, you gotta say hello to PSville again, since in the same year as Every Day, he posted this one song. These two can be from the same artist. Spanish McGee posted a snippet on the 29th of April 2014. The title reads, Mystery Song by a Boston New Wave band? And its description read, when I was in Boston University during the early 80s, they were playing this song. I have no idea who it is, and neither does Shazam. Anyone recognize it?
Bueno, y lo subimos y lo bajamos a garabato limpio a los caballeros.
A user on What's That Song named Red Chilean posted this sample. They asked, can anyone find a full song? I know it's a Chilean guerrilla song. Written sometime after 1996, Google the lyrics and got no results. In August 2020, Reddit user Silver Sunshine Stairs posted the following under the title First Back from Heaven. Heavy sighing from 1970, artist unknown, over at r/lostwave. This one appears to only exist as a test stat from Malden Park Studios in Malden, South London, found in a thrift shop in Tamsworth, Staffordshire. The disc has a generic label from Arc Records, also located in Malden, with handwritten titles. First Back from Heaven on the A side and Raise Your Hand on the B side, but no artist name. The Oak label pressed limited edition vinyl and one-off assets for bands to sell at gigs or hawk around the major labels in search of a deal. These songs were never registered with any music publishers at the time, and so the identity of the group remains a mystery. Alright, this one is gonna be wild, guys. Buckle up. On the 22nd of December 2016, Rever Cristancho posted on YouTube a video called Canción Desconocida. It had a snippet of a song about, well, friends. Wink, wink. Rever has posted in the comments about not wanting to talk about the song's provenience other than being vintage. It was quickly understood that it came from a porn. So the mystery of what the hell are those sounds in the background is solved. Yeah, I told you it was gonna be weird. The song was also probably written specifically for the movie, which is kind of weird. Original music is not uncommon in porn, but lyrical music? Never heard of that. Discord user Hellcat found a clip from the movie revealing the rest of the song. Turns out it was a 70s porno, because of course it was. Then Discord user Tangerine asked around in some vintage erotica forums and got the movie identified as Daddy's Babysitter from 1971. That movie is part of a triple feature. And according to whatever info they could find on the movie, because honestly it's pretty damn scarce, it's just an obscure porno from the 70s. There was a possibility put forth that it could have been composed by Jimmy Webb. However, this credit refers to the first movie that had a lot of well-known songs, contrary to this movie that has an original soundtrack. Also, the movie is about playing a 16-year-old. I don't know if the actress was 16 at the time, but honestly, I don't care. It's still, I want to barf. Alright, so this one is a song I found just now. It was published on YouTube by the channel Videotape for the Win with the name Can You Help Identify This Song? It's probably called Have Yourself a Technicolor Day or something similar, but I don't recognize it and I haven't been able to trace it. My first instinct was that maybe it's from the musical Joseph, with its, featuring the Technicolor world quite heavily, but I don't think that's the case. I've shamefully never seen it though, so please correct me if I'm wrong. My second thought was that it may be a Disney song, perhaps linked to the wonderful world of color. Both did, but I've got nothing to back that up. Failing that, my last guess would be a film from the 40s or 50s. If anyone can point me on the right direction, please let me know in the comments. And then Videotape for the Win posts the lyrics. And then for the uninitiated, this comes from the 80s British kids program Emu's Pink Windmill Show featuring Rod Hall, and some video effects that are trivially easily to achieve today, but probably took a full team of experts hours to pull off back then. Originally broadcasted on 28th of February 1986. That's it. I have found my favorite new wave song of all time. The bass, the riff, that instrumental at the end that tugs to my heartstrings. I don't know music, sorry. The song was recorded from a German radio station back in 1984 or 1986 and was known as Stay the second time around when it first came to light in 2004. It was Reddit who found the name and artist behind the song in 2013. The song was complete on the internet this whole time. We probably would have identified it sooner if Mr. Lindell knew how to use a computer. Right now, Mr. Lindell is a painter. The song is from the album Ghostwriter, and honestly, it's a must listen for me. Fun fact, since Mr. Lindell is Swedish, there's also a Swedish version of the album, and consequently, On the Roof. On January 2015, Reddit user Kath WW, also known as Kat Carlson, posted on r/tip of my tongue, unidentifiable 90s sounding song. A while ago, my dad gave me a bunch of mixtapes he had made back in the day, but he kept one for himself. Recently, he loaned it to me, and I found out it was a mix made by a close college friend of his in the early 90s. When his friend was in his 30s, they remained friends long after college. 10 years after the tape was made, my dad's friend passed away. Since it's obviously really important to my dad, I've been trying to get all the names of the tracks so I can get him digital copies of the music. I've gotten all the names except for this one, which is really stumping me. What I know about the friend is that he loved alternative music and was especially into UK stuff. He was also living in New York City at the time he made the tape. He wasn't super into local bands, but there's still a chance that it could have been a regional act. KCWW also posted the song on YouTube. Then Mary Lateau, I probably butchered that again. This video is basically me just misspelling a lot of names. Mary got into the mystery. She did some research and found a lead. The mystery band could have been Too Many Joes. She tried finding the singer, Dina Douglas, on Facebook and shoot her a message, not literally. And Dina confirmed that she is indeed the one singing and that the song was by Too Many Joes. And so the mystery was solved. I'll say hello to Societas X-Tape and Boards of Canada, because this was one of the songs that went unidentified for some time. Track 48. It was Tiffy on this call who found it. By the way, Sinking Ships were a band from Lincoln, England. They had a fluctuating band member number and a fluctuating sound style. This one is very punkish, new wave-ish, and I kinda like it. In March 1993, Robin and Harry Hansen recorded a song from a radio, thinking it was YouTube. Well, it wasn't, and I don't know why they were thinking it was YouTube, but whatever. After blogging and asking, they reached out to CBC Radio 1. The song was then identified as All Good Children's Ammunition. Simon Ruzia, the lead singer, says, "It's flattering for this song to stick around and all this hard work. It just puts a smile on my face. We were pretty serious. There were some years where we played upwards to 200 shows a year," Ruzia said. "But you get married, you have bills, mortgages. Playing local shows in Ontario doesn't pay the bills, you know. So we had to get real jobs, and we couldn't fit into our rock star pants anymore and our leather jackets, so we just sort of quit. The good thing is that the band members are still pretty close. Ruzia sees guitarist Frank Coran regularly." In October 2009, Reddit's Machinery Noise pointed out that a mysterious song simply known as Broken Wings,
Take these broken wings.
no, not that one, was actually Art Nouveau's Fear Machine. The song had been taken from a radio show, and the last song that played before Fear Machines wasn't from after 1982, making the elusive song also from 1982 and before, and the DJ was just playing British music. Machinery Noise used these two clues to play about with Discogs Advanced Search, searching for UK releases from 1982, then 1981, and so on. They sorted by most collected and started from the least collected end. After searching under the minimal style tag and getting nothing, they switched to synthpop. And after listening to God knows how many songs, they found Fear Machine. Wanna know the funniest part? You know who Art Nouveau is? They Kaji. You know, these guys who use the duality of a band. Look, this one is pretty close to me. I love 80s music and I'm a tuga. I think that's pretty much explains my weird taste. On the 12th of December 2007, Spirit of Radio user Tiag posted this sample. 12 years later, Reddit user CH Schultz put one of the lyrics on YouTube. "This will be the last time," and bam! It resumes "This will be the last time," and it was there in plain sight all along. Now let's go a little deeper into this, because this is probably one of the simplest ways of song was found, but Zoom are an extremely interesting band and I want to talk about it. Because when I first heard this, I thought, yeah, this is something a Portuguese person would do. It sounds like it. And yeah, Guilherme Inês, José da Ponte, and Formiga, they're Portuguese and trying to reach international. Though they were kind of well known in Portugal, but they didn't hit it big outside. I remember my mom saying that this song played a lot in the small local parties. It's impressive. One of the uploads of this song has a statement from Guilherme Inês. Para quem quer saber quem é Formiga, eu posso explicar. Faleceu há cerca de 27 anos e foi a primeira mulher do recentemente falecido também Luís Pedro Fonseca. Esta banda foi formada pelo Guilherme Inês, eu, José da Ponte, e tinha a Formiga como cantora. Não vale a pena procurarem nada dela no YouTube porque não há nada. Ela sempre cantou integrada em bandas e nunca a solo. Cantava muito bem sim e partiu prematuramente deste mundo, infelizmente. A todos o meu agradecimento pelos elogios e bonitas palavras. Guilherme Inês. Unfortunately, José da Ponte has also passed away. Zoom only released one album, Hands Off, and it is really good. I'll say hello to Quantum Fonseca, a Reddit user who found out that the mysterious song, Life Turns Inside Out, was actually Blue in Heavens or Ned. They write, I had this cassette tape back in the day. It's long gone and I did listen to it quite a few times. Their song The Beat Beat stuck in my head for many years and I tracked it down on YouTube a year or two ago. Going through the interesting list posted by user CH Schultz when I heard Life Turns Inside Out, I thought the vocals, bass and drums are all very reminiscent of The Big Beat. I combed through the other songs on the album just in case and here we are. Blue in Heaven was reasonably well known today and worth a listen. And I buckled this clip. In October 2019, Reddit user Profundemonium posted a comment on r/The Mysterious Song. This disc has a bunch of unlisted songs at the end played at incredibly low volume after 10 minutes of silence. None have been identified. My girlfriend wants to know this one in particular. They linked to a YouTube video they posted with more info. Uncredited track on the free and single volume 1 compilation issued with the independent newspaper in 2004. In June 2020, Reddit used a single GOAT posted on r/Lawslave under the following title. It's Coming Alive is a song called It's Alive by a band called Sketchpad. They found it under that title in archive.org. They also claimed that the song was issued on the 70s Glitz and Glam compilation given by the Daily Star. The other songs from free and single one are also on this compilation, though the mystery is still not solved because there is little to no info about Sketchpad. In 2017, Reddit user Tomato Away posted on r/name that song with an unknown song. Because, if you're going to r/name that song, you're going with an unknown song. I'm really dumb. Title was some of its lyrics.
I'll be the actor at my own history. I'll be a soldier worker, and you will say, accuse you of wasting your life, and me of writing lies.
The song was dubbed My Explanation's Too Young. In August 2020, the song has been identified as Isolation Shot by Fake Ideal. Daniel, one of the band members, has made a statement. Firstly, I am so sorry for the frustration caused through being very slack and not uploading the track sooner. I had no idea that Isolation Shot was used on XFM. It was due to be a single in 2003 or 2004, but due to the circumstances beyond our control, namely that of the track favoring an indie direction in the form of Razorlight, we were dropped. We released a 7-track album via a UK label in the following year, and had some really positive press, but I called time on the band, much to their dismay. We all grew up together from the age of 5 and are still close to this day, at 40 and counting. Just recently, I've wanted to revisit some of it, as I still think it sounds pretty good. There's a track the drummer posted called SOE, and we have the Mercury-funded single and video Carve Me an Edge, which you can get on CD and 7-inch for pennies. We also covered the Ian Dury song Hit Me With Your Rhythm Stick, and at the time refused to allow the label to shoot a video for it as we believed it would be detrimental for our career. In the years which followed, we've had some highly amusing conversation about that missed opportunity. the length we would actually have gone to be successful. I'm more than happy to send you some of the tracks, but first I'll get you the lyrics for this isolation shot. If you want, I actually have an early recording of the song with a different chorus. It's not very good. But our producer loved the verse and suggested I revisit it. Anyway, sorry for rambling. It's been lovely to hear from you. Anything else I can post on YouTube or send you directly, I'll do so over the next few days. Best wishes, Danny. On the 3rd of January 2013, Redo Alfo, a channel that uploads really obscure music, uploaded a Canción Desconocida that was dubbed Egyptian Wife. And that was it for a long time until Nico Wax posted on YouTube a song called Nefertiti by Two Big Boys in September 2020. Everyone rejoiced. I rejoice. We also found a B-side of the EP called Monkeys, and it's even more of a banger than Nefertiti is. Also, Vicky Bonet, one of the band vocalists, has been contacting the other surviving, unfortunately, band members and uploading previously unreleased music on YouTube. On the 13th of May 2017, Pam Aristru posted the following video. Unknown song, Canción Desconocida, Sabes el Nombre. Description reads, in the 80s, my dad recorded this song on a cassette from a radio transmission, so he did not know the original name or the author of the song. In those months, he knew my mom, and they got a beautiful relationship until they got married 7 years later. Then I came, and my brother too, and we lived as a beautiful family until my mom passed away victim of cancer 1 year ago. Now my dad has asked to help him to find that song's name, and we have tried asking to family and friends, but nobody knows it. We can't believe it be so difficult, because even using sound hunters, we haven't had luck. So please, if you have any information on the real name of that beautiful melody, I would appreciate you sharing it with us, because it would make my dad happy. And if you don't know, if you can share it with your friends or other people, because maybe they can help us recognize the song. Thank you very much. The song was dubbed Sounds of the Zodiac Nights until October 2020, when it finally got identified as Perry Boltkin Jr., The Lovers. On the 14th of May 2009, YouTube channel Dragness91 uploaded a video. Shocking, I know. The video contains a caption that reads, I found a video on YouTube with Kurt Cobain. There was a great song on it. I downloaded the video and got the song, but in bad quality. Now I have uploaded the song. Hope you can help me find out what song this is. Not gonna lie, the song is extremely bland and very Nickelbacky, but hey, not all unidentified songs have to be a banger. YouTube user Curdy pointed out that there was a thread from 2008 on all the lyrics by a user named Fubar Civic, who was also trying to identify the song. Unfortunately, the original Kurt Cobain video has been made unavailable until October 2020. YouTube commentator Ash Rock wrote on Dragness91 video. The original video was unprivated and shows that the song is Screaming by A Street. Indeed it was. The original Kurt Cobain tribute video from August 2006 by Lexi CFC was unprivated, and the title had the title of the song. The description said you could find A Street on MySpace. I doubt that now. On April 2020, Reddit user FireEasel33331 posted on r/Lostwave. Chrysanthemi Zoschist. Artist unknown, year unknown. I'm not gonna say that again. One of the comments read, Volga Pastiche in 1939 tango under the same title became popular in Polish internet in the early times of file sharing, most of the time in tribute to the band Curry and for their strange musical compositions. But band denied having any involvement with it, and the singer doesn't particularly like any of the members. Real autumn performances are to this day unknown. Another user came forward saying that thought the artist behind it was Christoph Krosnik. I butchered that very bad. To which FireEasel33331 informed that the people have also misattributed it to Ster Dobre Mas Ventu, damn it, and many other groups. However, on the 23rd of October, Cardi and Rivalan correctly identified the song as being by Suki and Gabriel. And here's some other songs that have been identified.
Mita kama kodito da sana pero agina. Jadundi lali kanyonya mama sudah.
Mounds of flesh. We're all mounds of flesh. But when we go out,
She came one morning, just as day was dawning, dropped in under.
down Los Angeles subway murder to the metro labyrinth. Everybody knows his name, but no one ever saw his face. And on his face, if you would know him, you could see your name.
Hey, Mr. Welfare, will it always be like this? Living in a paradise, taking a lot of coke with eyes.
¡Sabroso! ¡Sabroso!
Under your wings, you take me to heaven. Under your wings, under your wings. Reach out when you need someone. You've got to find some love. You're not to stay alone. Reach out.
Before these songs have no info, so here's a roundup bit. I want to thank C.A. Schultz for inspiring this series, Jesus Repost for reposting a lot of these samples, and VCC for compiling all the found songs together. The channels will be in the description, plus some resources regarding unidentified music. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.
Tan importante que me dio la gana de jamás soltarte. Sé que me vio mal rodando.
Congratulations. You're
Like the poet without a thought for today.
Mon enfance m'a détruite, mes pensées sont détruites quand je pense au passé.